Behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick-6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This is Jakeem Grant. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a play fake. Lance gets this one to Juszczyk. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They get Pro Bowl tackle Trent Williams for the infraction there. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, it's Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Dancing to his left. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A shotgun snap, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Off play action, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Right there, 54, right there.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From the 44, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big connection on that one, 32 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Santos now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. The touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Lance.
This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
A lane there to run. Is Mostert able to get about 7 there on 1st down?
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Lance going to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
'49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Here's Mostert.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. on 2nd and goal. Lance. And his pass incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Lance now to throw. Buying time to his left, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Bears 14, 49ers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Handoff comes to Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Fields. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the Niners 18-yard line.
Let's go, D. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
From the gun, here's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Hunter Renfrow, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, the first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Play action, now it's Lance. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Lance looking to throw it. Pressure comes and down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's brought down after a very nice game. 66 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a run with Montgomery. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points. Now the point after try for Santos. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Lance. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. To try again after the sack. Lance escaping the pressure right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago! Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down, Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the gun, it's Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now a first down throw, Fields. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Fields now to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Now it's Fields. That is caught by Cohen. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now here Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's got the first down inside the 10. Touchdown, Bears! Hunter Renfrow with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Meanwhile, Lance's throw hauled in by QT here. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 25 on second down, Lance. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. Flush to his right. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And Lance's throw taken in by Grant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Working with a 2nd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Again, it's Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. 31 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Around the NFL 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. And really pouring it on now are the Falcons. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier.